Welcome fans, this is your host Tech, Under the Map Radio, live here at Chaos in Carroll County 3. I'm also here with
the lead correspondent, the sensational one, Shin-Blade.
We're here live with, most importantly, the man in the middle of us, former WWE superstar, great wrestler himself, Scotty Hotty. How you feeling today?
What's up, man? You say you're a hoe or a host?
Host. Not a hoe. What about you, Shin?
That's what they all say.
No, I like the dessert ho-hos, but you know, that's neither here or there, but not in the summertime. Gotta keep it weak and stuff. Trying to work out.
You trying to look like Scotty. And we have to say, Scotty, you look great.
Thanks.
Look great. It's like, you know, some guys, as they get older, their physical attributes decline. Where you get a little older, if it's okay to say that, and your physical attributes start to increase.
I trained differently. After I had my back injury in 2010, and which led to my release from WWE. I just started training differently. My body changed with it, I guess. So it's sort of better. You know, it's sort of better. A lot more lighter weight, higher reps, a lot of cardio in between sets. Train like a madman 4 or 5 days a week. And honestly, tonight is the sickest I've ever been wrestling in 25 years. Wow. Last night I had a 102 temperature. I'm about ready to die, so I should have told you that before you guys got too close. Sorry.
It's alright.
No, it's cool.
You wanted the worm and you got the flu.
Well, I'm glad not to get the worm. It can be a whole other thing.
I've never been wrestling. Somehow.
So I just want to ask you, your fitness, these are CrossFit, 2-a-days that you do.
You do yoga?
Insane. I do yoga.
Well, Sean T.
It's a CrossFit-esque, I would say. It's high intense, a lot of body weight, a lot of body weight stuff. Low reps. High reps, low weight. Just train smarter, really. Don't worry about impressing the other guys in the gym.
If we can ask you, over your whole career, and I remember you when you was, if it's okay to say, handsome to them, because some of the boys get fitted when you say job. I remember you started on Raw when you went to job and what have you. Over your whole course of your career, doing the work, which is so influential, who did you enjoy the most? Working with and doing the work.
I would say, I always love working with it's always fun to work with your friends, I think, and guys you can just go out there and just kind of mess around with and make magic, and not even call anything, and just whatever you do seems to click. So, there's some guys you can go out there and you can try as hard as you want, and just not gonna happen. These guys, especially the Harleys, we knew each other really bad coming up through. It's pretty cool.
Well, I have a question for you, and this is a WWE-esque question in a way, but when you first started out as Scotty Hotty from Scott Taylor, you had this hairstyle. What inspired or who came up with the hairstyle, and what were your thoughts on it before you cut it and made it into a regular?
I just was in Providence, Rhode Island, getting ready to go out and do a run-in on Raw. I tapped Hollies and Legend Christian, I think it was, and I was just messing around. I had the visor, I think, upside down, and I had grown my hair out the time I leaving off, and I just spiked it all up. And as soon as I walked out of the dressing room with it all spiked up, walking down the hallway, all the guys were laughing. Like I remember watching Vince McMahon and him laughing. So I knew it was one of those things where you knew you had something.
So it was like Vince McMahon, he just saw your hairstyle, was like, oh, I like it, and just kept going with it. And also, Tech has also referenced the worm. Now, the fan, really? Now, hashtag Vince likes worms. All right, well, I want. Tech like worms. He likes gummy worms. He likes gummy snacks and all that stuff. But the question I wanted to ask is the worm, the innovation of the worm. Where was the origins of that?
Again, it was just something I started doing, messing around, on shows, live events, whatever you want to call them now, untelevised shows. And that's kind of how stuff happens. You start trying stuff. That's what I tell these guys now. Just try stuff. And everybody always goes, "Oh, I think it's been around." You don't know until you try something. Whether it's goofy or serious or whatever. You have something. If you can come up with something to bring the fans into the match, that's what's going to make it. It's not so much what I was doing. It wasn't this. It was the W-O-R that brought the fans into the match. And that brought them into the match. It's just like, with Austin's catchphrases, he brought his catchphrases. Brought them in. Made them a part of the show. It was more about them than it was me.
And one thing that a lot of my friends we were growing up is to
told me.
I'm sorry.
You got little friends, friends,
But he has the little turtle shoulders, man. You can't trust a man with that.
Wait. Turtles are good.
They are, but not around your neck.
Very good creatures. I have a lot of these at home.
One thing that I remember synonymously in my friends is when you hit the worm against Stone Cold Steve Austin on SmackDown. And if you can, share that story, what it's like working with the good old rattlesnake, Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, what else is there to say? Biggest names of all time. I also had one of the very first matches, and up until recently, I thought I was the very first match for the ringmaster. I think it may have been the second, but I know it was a snowstorm in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and there was hardly anybody there. They put all the people on one side of the building, and I worked the ringmaster and Santa Claus at the same time.
Paul's Mahoney? Oh.
Your buddy was.
Yeah,
Shut up the balls.
And his son.
You said like worms and show Shin-Blade like balls.
No. Hey. I'm a thin creature. Balls are not in my corner. So,
said he was watching balls matches the other night. Just couldn't get enough of balls.
Balls. Yeah, he was chanting. He was fist pumping balls. So.
I'd rather watch balls than have them in my mouth. Like Shin-Blade hit him. Definitely.
Wait a minute. Those were candies. Those were jawbreakers.
Hey, it's not what Scotty told me.
Okay, you like worms. I like balls. So we're even. They're all candies. They're all candies. Gummy worms, jawbreakers. Okay? Just to set the record straight for Undermat Radio. And if we ever have Scotty and Hotty on the radio show, maybe the title of the show would be Worms and Balls.
Should be.
Yeah.
But it has to be approved by Scotty and Hotty.
Oh yeah.
Is that approved by you?
So we have to do a ball check.
I got mine.
Can't be serious. But moving on to a serious topic is that I definitely hope one day, I want to give a shout out to Brian Christopher. You, the great tag team, Too Cool. You started as Too Much. Got to remember that. Talk about Too Much. I remember when y'all first started in the Scott Taylor, Brian Christopher, then you made the evolution to Too Cool. How did you feel about that? The tag team of Too Much. A lot of people don't talk about Too Much.
No, it was awesome. It was my, we were put together at WrestleMania. I know the WrestleMania was in Boston.
14.
We were just thrown together. And then I had actually wrestled as Scott on the independents years before. And I kind of pitched the idea of the teams to the team name, Too Hot, Too Sexy, Too Vince McMahon, and catering at WrestleMania. We're both getting coffee at the same time. That's how stuff happens. Both went to get coffee at the same time. It's just me and Vince McMahon, a big golden arch above us.
Oh yeah.
Scott Taylor pitches the idea. I told him I used to be Scott Taylor together. I know Brian's too sexy to have us team in together tonight. So we went out. We did the WrestleMania match, the Battle Royale, and then the next week they came in Too Much, or Too Hot, Too Sexy, Too Much. That's how things happen.
Well, the transition on that one, Too Much. I know you come up with a lot of good ideas, which is great in the wrestling business. Who came up with Too Cool and the Echo outfits and everything that you guys used to rock back in the day? The kickstart dance and all that stuff.
That was mostly us. I mean, they told us to go out and kind of dress like the hip hop wannabe white boy thing. So, I think like not Vanilla Ice, Eminem was kind of big at that time.
Yes, he just started.
So that's kind of what they wanted. And the Hardys had gone from wrestling clothes to street clothes. So they wanted us to kind of try to do the same thing. They want you guys to try to be cool. You think you're cool, not cool, we're going to try to be too cool. That was the whole idea behind it. There was no Rikishi at this point. Yes. It was just me and Brian. And, so that's what we did. Honestly, man, I was just... this shirt I wore here tonight, I bought in downtown Baltimore back in 2000.
Really?
Wow. So I brought it here to wear tonight. So, it's pretty cool. It's a 15-year-old shirt, but it's one of the classic Too Cool shirts.
Yes, it is. And also, real quick before we end it, I want to give a big shout out to Boombox. It's something a lot of the fan kids may not know what it is. And I referenced it because I remember Monday Night Raw, you had the big boombox and you smashed it over the headbangers.
I remember that.
And
JVC.
Yeah, the JVC.
And they were
boombox.
promoting it.
Yes.
That was the first night we debuted as Too Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the very first night.
Now, when you bust up, I believe it was a Thrasher.
I think it was Thrasher.
It wasn't my Thrasher.
Yeah, but see what happened, we filmed that thing. That was filmed on a Tuesday night, and it didn't air till Sunday. But what happened was, so we filmed that Tuesday in Worcester, Massachusetts. On Wednesday, we went to Portland, Maine for a house show. And Brian tore his ACL, and we were out for 6 months. And that's when I said, when we came back in Providence, and I heard my hip going, my around at this point, and it was kind of perfect because we kind of had time to take a break, reinvent ourselves, and come back. Even though it wasn't the plan, it probably worked out better for us.
Definitely. So now I remember, shout out to my buddies in school at time in high school. They actually had like a little mini boom box and actually hit me in the head with it. Never told that story because they saw what happened on Monday Night Raw.
That ain't
so,
cool.
It's a little mini one. It was
Kind of cool.
Injured stitches?
Would you mind reliving that one day down the line, get a boom box, smash a Shin-Blade or someone in the head with it?
Yeah, sure.
It's cool.
Sure.
I give you a waiver. Haven't signed a waiver that we went to see on the man and all.
Yeah, sounds good.
You can't source it all.
I'll get someone tech for
I
that.
like that. I like you, Scotty. I like that. Glad you like that.
But he's a cool dude, and thank you very much for
Thank you,
the
guys.
interview.
Yes.
And I'm going to close it out.
With that being said, this is Scotty to Hotty. I'm Tech.
Here is Shin-Blade, the lead correspondent, again closing with the Shy Hands.
We're signing off.